Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your boy, the Sean Davey Way Show. Please hit that like and subscribe on the way in and tap that bell if you would like to be notified of all of our future content. Today, I bring you an update on Ronnie Doe surviving TikTok series. As of recently, Chrisean Rock's mother has came forward with an urgent message for Chrisean Rock to contact her because Ronnie Doe came to her in a dream. In this dream, when Ronnie Doe, aka Quran, comes to Chrisean's mother, he explains everything that happened to him and all of the parties involved. I guess it took for Ronnie to pass away to come into her dream and let her know everything that was going on when he was alive and well, and she could have contacted him to get his side before anything violent happened to him. But I digress. Let's jump right into the surviving update on Ronnie Doe. I played this video in the last installment of the series to let you know that Chrisean's mother had something very important to tell her. Before we get into that, why does Chrisean's mother have to go online and put an APB out for her own daughter? Why can't Chrisean's mother contact her directly? That's a red flag immediately.
She have a message from Ronnie for you. So you definitely need to get in touch with mommy. Reach out. Everybody tag Chrisean. Tell her to call her mother ASAP. With mommy ASAP. She have a message from Ronnie for you. So you definitely need to get in touch with mommy. Reach out. Everybody tag Chrisean. Tell her to call her mother ASAP.
We didn't know what she was speaking of at first. Again, this is an urgent message that she is reaching out to Chrisean's fans, etc., to get in contact with Chrisean so that she can get in contact with her mother immediately. Before I give more commentary on this, let's get into why her mother needed to speak to her.
The hit was put out on this child, and come to find out, oh my goodness, y'all. I didn't think Blue had nothing to do with it. I really didn't. But Ronnie told my mother in a dream that he did, and WACK gave the person the money.
Damn.
So this boy is coming to mommy, speaking to my mother. Like, I'm telling y'all, this is serious. Like, this is not nothing to be playing with. Like, none of that. I need y'all to continue to pray for my little sister. I need y'all to pray for Chrisean and pray hard. Do y'all hear what I'm telling you? The enemy is mad right now. He is mad. And then the hitman trying to figure out how my sister got away.
Who was the hitman?
But see, y'all didn't know that. Y'all didn't know that. Everybody was sitting there trying to point fingers at her the whole time. And the whole time, the hit was on both of them, allegedly.
Now, that's according to Ronnie in mommy's dream.
So, oh my goodness, y'all. I'm like my mother said, because WACK was the first to know that he was unalived. Yes, he was. And I didn't even, now hold on, wait a minute. Before all of this went, I didn't even know that. Up until a little while ago.
He was the first one to know.
Real talk.
He had pictures and everything.
Real talk. But WACK 100 gave this person the money, but Blue put it out there on him. It was for him and Chrisean.
According to Ronnie.
Side note, so Chrisean's older sister, dumbass, comes forward and states that her mommy had a dream that Ronnie came to her and told her that not only was there truly a hit put on him, but WACK 100 and BLUEFACE are the ones that put the hit on Ronnie, but not only Ronnie, also on Chrisean. She also states in the dream that the hitman that took Ronnie out was trying to figure out how Chrisean got away. Let's start with, this is a dream. A dream does not mean anything is real, but there are some unveiling things that are mentioned throughout this alleged dream that Chrisean's mother had. So again, Chrisean's mother comes forward with an urgent message to her fans and wants the fans to get Chrisean to contact her mom because Ronnie allegedly contacted her and stated these things. Now, let's start with the hit itself. Allegedly, WACK 100 is the one that wanted to take Ronnie's life, and BLUEFACE, not Chrisean. It's easily debunked that WACK 100 didn't have anything to do with Ronnie's passing because there is no gain. It was already publicly known that Blueface was not the father of Chrisean Jr. And Blueface was no longer attached to Chrisean in a way to where they were bringing in money. So where is WACK 100 going to profit from this? I would be a firm believer if, God forbid, anything happened to Chrisean, that WACK 100 has something to do with it, because you can tell he has had a disdain for her. All the way back to when Chrisean was staying with Blueface and Blueface was trying to put Chrisean out of the home, and WACK 100 is the one that called the police to get Chrisean removed. So you can tell that WACK 100 does not like Chrisean. It seems as if Ronnie would have been more so of an ally to WACK 100 than an enemy. Again, what will WACK 100 get out of Ronnie perishing? Nothing at all. Another thing, it gives guilt with someone if they don't want to speak on something that happens. It gives they don't want to incriminate themselves and they don't want to align with a story that has, again, nothing to do with them. WACK 100 has done multiple interviews, including with Vlad and others, about Ronnie's passing, and he has said from day one that Chrisean had that man taken out because she didn't want the world to find out, not Blueface, because he already knew that Ronnie, which I'm going to prove as well, Ronnie was the father of Chrisean Jr. and not Blueface.
Father of Chrisean Jr. We keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? You my nigga, you know what I mean? So we keep it 100. What do you think?
I think it's her ex. I think the baby looks like him.
Like you at all?
What you think? But it's scientifically proven. That's not my child. Not paying me. If somebody want to give me $100,000 to post a DNA test.
As you heard Blueface state out of his own mouth, he was paid $100,000 to state that Chrisean Jr. was his, that it had already been scientifically proven that the baby does not belong to him. Why would Blueface incriminate himself by speaking on Ronnie and stating that he believes Ronnie is the father and then have him taken out? That would be stupid. Same thing with WACK 100. Why will WACK 100 go around and talk about Ronnie and what happened to him, incriminating himself if he had something to do with it? It would give neither one of these men will want to speak on what happened to Ronnie so that they wouldn't get caught. If they had anything to do with it, mum is the word. The only person that is silent about Ronnie's passing is Chrisean. She is the one that is trying not to implement herself and or incriminate herself by speaking on Ronnie, and she already has. There's been multiple different lives and clips that have been sent to the police department that state that Chrisean is not broken up nor sad about Ronnie passing away, even stating that she got hitters, that she got people behind her and around her that take lives. Again, Ronnie took a life for Chrisean. He took a life to protect Chrisean. So this doesn't look good for her. You can't force WACK 100 and Blueface to have had something to do with Ronnie's passing with no evidence to back it besides a dream from a crackhead. Let's keep going. Chrisean's window-looking sister also stated that Chrisean escaped the hitman. The hitman had no idea how Chrisean got away. That is bull. If there was a hit placed on her, then she would have been taken out. And again, how do you mean get away? Her and Ronnie weren't together, nor were they around each other. So if the hitman was supposed to take both of them out on the same day, wouldn't they have to be near each other in order for that to happen? Chrisean is everywhere. She's in Florida, she's in Cali, she's in Texas, she's in Baltimore, she's all over the place. So a hitman would have to take her out in a neutral environment and an environment to where they could catch her either alone or in an area outside somewhere in the public to take her out like they did Ronnie. It was done in the public. It wasn't done in a home. It wasn't done out in the woods or something like that. No, not at all. Him outside minding his own business, a drive-by, and then the poor guy is deceased. So what is this idiot talking about when she's saying that, oh yeah, the hitman's shocked that Chrisean got away. He's trying to figure out how she got away. She didn't get away. She is the one who placed the hit, allegedly. And why would she place one on herself besides to throw people off? To make people think that she couldn't have had anything to do with Ronnie passing away when the same people are after her. Chrisean has never came forward and stated that she was in any danger. She has never come forward and stated that there are people after her or that she is paranoid because she feels that people are following her, etc. She comes forward braggadocious and she sends more threats out than anyone. Every other day, she's alluding, whether it's Blueface or 33K or Bino, that someone is at their head, that they should move silently because you're going to look up and you'll be taking a dirt nap as well. So how do you go from the gang member to the victim? Very confusing. I digress. Let's keep going.
In Mommy's dream.
So mommy was like, Nika, think about it. Blue said to me, I never had nobody to make no money that fast as your daughter did. Chrisean made $69,000 in under 15 minutes. Why would he want that to go anywhere, y'all? Why would he want that to go anywhere? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Why would he want that money to go anywhere? So he put the hit on allegedly both of them.
According to Mommy's.
Side note, again, this is all this family cares about. This is why they go back and forth, because Chrisean would be considered the cash cow if she was actually making money. How would Blueface state that Chrisean is not going anywhere? I've never made money that quickly. She made over 70K pretty much in less than 15 minutes. Again, window liquor. Chrisean got clout off of Blueface. She's only worth anything because of Blueface. So if she made $69,000 in under 15 minutes, then Blueface could definitely double that if she's getting notoriety off of him. What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. And why doesn't Blueface have her right now if she's such this cash cow? If he was so concerned about Chrisean and her money and using her for money, then why is she basically living outside of her car right now? Why is she doing that instead of living in his house, being his girl out here at baddies, etc., making all of this money to drop off to him? Blueface wants Chrisean gone. He's over it. And her stock goes down if she is not with him. That's why she's not making $69,000 in less than 15 minutes, because she is not with Blueface.
But guess what? You reap what you sow. I said, Ma, you know what we need? We need to just pray. That's it. Because God said, vengeance mine. It's in the Bible. Vengeance mine, says the Lord. Facts. But Ronnie keep coming to my mother. So he told my mother, he gonna tell her when he come back and see her, he's gonna tell her that something that only him and Chrisean would know.
Child, they about to set up a code word.
All right?
Child, this is messy in a whole nother dimension.
So WACK never liked Chrisean because he couldn't have Chrisean. So, oh my goodness, y'all, this is deep. This is some, and I've been told y'all that man wanted my sister. He wanted her the wrong way. I told y'all this. You can tell by the way he look at her. For a man to sit there and put a hit on a woman, a young mother at that, he did. WACK have a nigga done quick.
Wow.
But WACK, you can't beat God, baby. It's a special place in hell for you, my brother. It really is. So when Chrisean asked him, why didn't you introduce me to him like you fully introduced me to everybody else? Blue response is, because he had me unalived.
Wow.
So I'm like, wait a minute.
Side note, again, nothing this weirdo is saying makes any sense at all. If WACK 100 had a crush on Chrisean and wanted to date Chrisean, oh well, who cares? That has nothing to do with anything, because if he was putting hits on people, Chrisean would definitely be gone. There would be no reason for WACK 100 to have put a hit on Ronnie. Again, what does he get out of that? Ronnie was driving Chrisean crazy. She pretty much hated the sight of him after certain periods of time. So why would WACK want to get rid of someone that gets on her nerves? Like, again, that doesn't make any sense at all. There is no profit. He gains nothing with Ronnie passing away, but Chrisean gains everything. If this sister was telling the truth about WACK being so dangerous and trying to allegedly take out BLUEFACE, he couldn't introduce Chrisean to certain people because WACK would have him unalived, blah, 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 then why did this happen? Tasiki, Chrisean's own sister, was going around even on podcasts such as Jason Lee, alluding that Chrisean may have had something to do with the passing of Ronnie Doe. If WACK was so dangerous, if the family knew how dangerous WACK was and how dangerous Blue is, and they're putting hits out on a guy that they kind of liked, again, that makes no sense. And they weren't working together, so there's no build on Ronnie passing away besides Chrisean. She's the only one that can build and profit off of that. Why would Taseki not say the same thing? Why would she not have the same story? Most people would say that Taseki is doing this for revenge, that Chrisean coming forward talking about them playing house and Taseki doing certain things to her. It was perfect when Ronnie passed because this is Taseki's opportunity to be able to get payback on Chrisean. I don't feel that at all. All signs point to Chrisean. All fingers point to Chrisean when it comes to Ronnie passing away. She is the only one that had a gain with him leaving this world. He passed away in February, which was also the same month that they were going to have court for paternity. So again, Chrisean didn't want the world to find out. I already showed you that BLUEFACE knew, and he was saying it publicly, and so was WACK 100. So why would they take out a person after publicly connecting themselves to him? The only one that would do something that dumb would be Chrisean. It gives Chrisean and her family are trying to do damage control, or that their family needs money from Chrisean and Chrisean hasn't necessarily been speaking to anyone. The mother coming forward telling the fans to have Chrisean contact her is wild. And the reason I say it's wild because it gives, I need something. Call me and get a hold of me because I had a dream about something that happened with Ronnie that will exonerate you and that can also help me get money from you if I go forward with this story. Same thing with Chrisean's older sister coming forward stating a dream. Again, it's a dream from a crackhead. So are we really taking anything about it seriously? No. The only thing I take serious and the only thing that I find revealing about this dream is that Chrisean's mother said that Ronnie was going to come back and tell her something that only Ronnie and Chrisean would know. The only thing that could be is that Chrisean had Ronnie's life taken. That's it. That's all. See, they messed up trying to get ahead of the story. You can't be dumb trying to do stuff that smart people do, like PR, damage control, scandal, and covering up a scandal, being a fixer. You have to be educated to do those type of things. And in this situation, all parties are ignorant. So what do you expect besides an ignorant story? Chrisean's sister, which again I said messed up because she should have included Taseki from jump. Taseki is what messes up their narrative because she even feels that Chrisean had something to do with Ronnie's passing. 2 + 2 = 4. And again, I don't think that it has anything to do with Taseki and Chrisean's story about them being little. They have issues beyond that. Say Chrisean never came forward and said anything like that about Taseki, I think Taseki would still feel that Chrisean had something to do with Ronnie passing away because, one more time, 2 + 2 = 4. The sister comes forward and tries to, once again, exonerate Chrisean by throwing Taseki under the bus and saying that Chrisean is actually not someone that takes lives, but Taseki, you are.
Want to keep calling people murderers? We gonna tell who the real murderer is. You remember when you was little, right? And you lied and tried to say that boy essayed you because you was being hot in your ass? What happened to that boy? Now let's talk about it. Not great. Keep calling my little sister a murderer. That's wrong. That's not something you do. Y'all, I'm going to show you how nasty I am, bitch. On the internet, lying to the world. Like, you really...
Side note, all this explains is that your family are murderers. Your family takes lives. Your family is really messed up, is all that says. If Taseki would allegedly take a life or have a life taken, why wouldn't Chrisean? Where did she learn it from if you're saying that Taseki was doing it first? Again, you are messing up the damage control. Ignorant people should not try to do what intelligent people do. You cannot fix this. Again, Chrisean's mother coming out asking the fans to get a hold of Chrisean lets us know that Chrisean does not have anything to do with her mother. Her sister coming forward stating the dream that her mom had lets us know that she did not contact Chrisean. None of them can get in contact with her. So they have to go on social media like the thirsty beggars that they are, because they see that Chrisean just got a couple checks and whatnot, and they're trying to dip inside of the little money that she didn't give to 33K, that she still got left. They see her spending money and stuff online and they want in. So this is what I feel that this is, a cry for money. Because why isn't Chrisean speaking to y'all? Why do y'all have to come online and speak to strangers and ask strangers to have your blood, your family contact you? Chrisean not speaking to y'all speaks volumes. So again, right message, allegedly, but wrong messenger. Let's keep going. If people want to know why Ronnie Doe's life was taken, it's as simple as this. Watch this next clip.
She lacks is an understanding that if she be a mother to the fullest extent, the fullest capacity, and she be Chrisean Rock like she's always been, she's going to be successful. She doesn't need BLUEFACE to be Chrisean Rock. She's already Chrisean Rock, but she's such a diehard, loyal type of girl. I feel like she admires this guy so much for what he did for her career, as far as putting her on the next level, the next pedestal. She can't move over him. She can't move past him because she's a loyal type of person. She may not be loyal to you in a sense of, oh, I ain't gonna get his pussy up. But if you do something highly beneficial to her career, she will do right by you, and she will respect you, and she will walk on eggshells when it comes to you. And that's just the type of person she is. So that's why I think it's potentially so hard for her to just come out and like, hey, this is Ronnie's kid, because now we got her $1 million baby. It's going to go from allegedly $1 million baby, whatever, to a $0 baby. And it's kind of disrespectful, and it's kind of degrading, because why is Junior's value going to zero just because he's my son? He's still a $1 billion baby. He's still a $1 million baby. He's just not a BLUEFACE baby. So what I'm not understanding is why people keep trying to play.
Side note, this is why Ronnie was put on the radar. This is why Chrisean felt that she had to do something immediately, because to her, this was going to get worse before it got better. It was going to get to the point to where Ronnie was able to prove that Chrisean Jr. was his, and that was Chrisean's worst nightmare. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. Again, before Ronnie passed away, the only real drama that he had in his life was Chrisean. So if he's gone during that drama, 2 + 2 = 4. Since Chrisean's mammy, toothless mammy, wants to go online and have Chrisean contact her because Ronnie has contacted, allegedly, from beyond, from the grave, has contacted her, I feel that it's important that everybody gets to let Ronnie speak. There is a YouTuber, shout out to this YouTuber, that used a spirit box to contact Ronnie, and the spirit box had some very unveiling things to say. Let's not start with these whole seances and people coming in dreams and speaking, because then we have to take everybody into consideration, not just y'all crackhead mama. Let's get into this YouTuber and a spirit seance that was done with Ronnie Doe.
Is Clarissa in danger? Can you say that again? Do you have any messages for your mother? Mom, I see you. Oh. Is Rock an informant? She gets paid? To do what? Wow. Who ended up shooting you? How many people was it? False thinking? In death, do you still stand on everything you said in life? Is Chrisean Jr. Blue's son?
You heard it for yourself. There is audible audio of this spirit box that is allegedly Ronnie Doe speaking not only to his mother and family, but also Chrisean, and stating that Chrisean had something to do with him passing away, that Chrisean did it, and that Chrisean Jr. is his son. What do you think? Do you think the spirit box was really Ronnie from the great beyond? Or do you think that it's just simply a hoax like Chrisean's mammy's dream? The only thing to carry from this video is that Chrisean's family is desperate to try to exonerate Chrisean from what she has done. If she didn't do it, if she had nothing to do with it, then there would be no reason to speak of dreams or speak of Chrisean being innocent when she just simply is. I'm not live saying that my mom had a dream that I didn't have anything to do with Ronnie, because I simply didn't. BLUEFACE isn't live talking about dreams, and WACK 100 isn't live talking about dreams or anything like that, because they simply had nothing to do with it. You can ask WACK 100 right now about Ronnie Doe and who you feel had something to do with it, and he'll tell you Chrisean. Same thing with BLUEFACE, same thing with Taseki, and the list goes on and on. The only person that thinks that Chrisean had nothing to do with it is Chrisean. Other than that, everybody feels that Chrisean did this to Ronnie, and again, the truth will come out. The investigation is still open and it's still pending, and the police department have received new information. So I'm excited to see what they found and where this will go. But until then, I will definitely keep you updated. Like and subscribe. Please leave a comment. Do you think Chrisean's mother dream was real, or do you think that the spirit box is real? Which one do you got? Chrisean's mom's dream of a crackhead, or a spirit box that may have told more truth than anybody in the Malone family? I love you all. Until the next video, like, subscribe. Bye.